Nigeria, I think this is one time or moment they will not be forgetting, and is a very anxious moment for them because our national teams have found themselves in a very dicey position. Is it the Super Eagles that must win their remaining two matches as far as the World Cup, FIFA World Cup qualifiers is concerned, or the under 20 team that got flogged yesterday by Argentina in the under 20 World Cup? Well, these are some of the highlights we'll be pondering over. I know the results, yes, we've put them behind, but we cannot stop talking about them because we must talk to move our sports forward. This is Capital Sports reaching you from the Unity Station NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Abdullah Haja. Should I be welcoming you, or you're welcoming me back after the preseason break that I took to rest? But we're back on our duty post, and together we'll be telling you so much on the program. The maestro himself, who is taking the other seat as a supporting attacker who always score, Badia Dele, is also in the show this evening. So let's go on a short break. When we return, we'll be revealing to you so much that we'll be talking. And I promise you, we will not let anything go today.
Life is full of stress. But with InDrive, you can set a price for your ride. Choose a top-rated driver and fill your life with gladness and serenity during the ride. InDrive, choose a fair price for your ride. Because life is more than daily stress.
Thank you for choosing to stay with the Unity Station. And right away, I will be bringing my brother, the maestro himself, Badia Deleye. Badi, you're welcome to Capital Sports, and I must say, well done for holding forth for a very long time. Doing those things that you know how to do best.
We know we have to allow the striker to go rest after after a full season, and he's back now to give us some goals for the new season.
All right. Well, buddy, today I think we will not be smiling too much because
Really, yeah.
I know Nigerians out there too are also not smiling. Looking at the results we saw yesterday, very embarrassing. Talking about our under 20, team representing faraway Chile in the World Cup. But I would like us to talk about the Super Eagles, which I think is more current for us. As we speak, our boys are in South Africa and ready to take on Lesotho. It is not just only taking Lesotho, but bringing 3 points to add to the ones we have. If actually we want to start doing the permutation of let them lose, let them draw as we normally do to qualify for major. We have wanted
Because they always get carried away by any win of any margin. Going into another serious game. We do know that there are no winners in football again, but we still know that Lesotho, they are still a small country. Apologies to them, but I don't feel bad about that because we do know that to take them years to get to where we are at the moment. But leaving that aside, that will not be a true test of our Super Eagles' strength. But they do know that these guys from Lesotho, the Liquena, the crocodiles, they could be a banana peel for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So they know that they have to be very, very careful when it comes to that. So I expect them. I always tell people, I don't feel that we can be more passionate than the players themselves. Most of them know that this is the only opportunity for them to ever play at the FIFA World Cup final. So, do you think they don't want to go to America, Canada, and Mexico? No, they want it more than us. So, when it's not happening for them, just know that they are, heartbroken as we are. So, I want to believe that the players know what is at stake. But overall, I'm just praying after life that it will not be, should I say, a week to remember for Nigeria from Wednesday to Tuesday because we've started the permutations. But as things really stand now, we're out of contention to be one of the best second place finishers because all the teams there now, the first four, they're on 19 and 18 points. The highest we can get is 17. So we cannot even fight for second place. So we need to finish first. And how we can do that is to allow is to pray that, South Africa's Bafana Bafana will lose their game, not to even draw. So it's crazy, but we just do what we need to do and hope that others will just follow.
Buddy, I think need to take a very deep breath now because considering the calculation that we have, started, let South Africa lose and Nigeria, won their two matches. I think is a very difficult and dicey one. But let us look at the assemblage of players now. Do we have that hope of the players that are in camp? We struggled, or we managed to win against Rwanda and struggled against South Africa. Probably sometime we'll see because this player no play, this player no play. What do we have in camp and what is the prospect like come tomorrow?
I think, with the present crop of players that, have been invited by Coach Eric Chelle, I don't think, it should be, on paper, it's quite easy, but, when you get to the field of play, it becomes really difficult. But, to be sincere, he has called a very good team. And one of the good things I like about his recent, selections is like ignoring the home-based player. That was like, if I could, use the, say a foolish, a way that so many people kind of projected that our national team coaches to always pick players from the Nigerian league. I'm sorry. Our best players, our best talents are not playing in Nigeria. They are playing outside Nigeria because every father, every mother has showed his or her, of, a child who is very good in football to one team in Cyprus because he's playing somewhere in Yugoslavia or somewhere. So those who are playing in the Nigerian league, they don't have any uncle. They don't have a brother who is in Canada, America, or the UK that could help them get out of the country to go play elsewhere. So they are condemned to, play. And of course, some of them failed trials and all that. But one, if you find 90% of players playing in the Nigerian league, they've explored opportunities to travel abroad, but it never worked for them. Or maybe they failed by merit or by chance. So, Abdullah, to answer your question, we've got the squad that I believe should be able to deliver the 6 points in the remaining games. But do we think that will be enough? I am not about.
All right, but excuse me. I always say that we've always watched the Super Eagles play under, serious anxiety. Tomorrow is one that I think we should also be expecting, more so that we're not just going to, play the game, but 3 points and enough goals, if you ask me, should be in our kitty, before we begin to look at Benin Republic.
Yeah.
But talking about home base, I don't want us to expend more time on that. So it depends on the argument we always put forward when we talk about, the coaches not inviting home base or inviting.
Yeah.
It depends on the argument we're putting for. Sometimes we try to look at why don't you also encourage them to become like this, superstars out there. But now you might say, okay, this is one important match we cannot afford to toy with in
once
times.
once they get there, Abdullah, once they get there and they get that cap, just one, or they are invited to the national team, then they tell their agents again, oh boy, get me out of here. And then you get to know that a Nigerian player is playing in Afghanistan, is playing in Iraq. Come on.
All right. Well, but let's hope that our own, Super Eagles should be able to, amass that 3 points come tomorrow. Then we look forward to what, the next game, brings, forward. More so, we should go and pray too. We should join them in the prayer for South Africa
I think,
to.
yeah, okay, Nigerians, we can still pray. I think, the two things now that they've told the fans to do is to pray and bring out their calculations. So
Okay.
they are doing that already.
All right. Let's quickly look at our under 20 team.
Hmm.
We gave them the support, Buddy. We saw how they struggled in the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, they didn't win, but they got the tickets to be one of the four African teams to be, at the FIFA Under 20 World Cup. Now, our expectations were high. They, lost first match, won second, and managed to pull out a draw and qualify by the Whiskers. But at the end, they still fall our hand, I will say.
Many people said the Flying Eagles should have just, allowed Colombia to beat them. So maybe it will have saved us that, disgrace that will forever remain in, history books. Let me tell you, Abdullah, I was telling you just, before the program started that easily, take it anywhere, easily you can assemble 20 teams, not one, 20 different teams that will beat Argentina from Nigeria. And you will not pick anybody from anywhere outside Nigeria. The talents are in this country when it comes to under 20 level to defeat this Argentine team. And I'm not joking and I'm not blabbing. So I know what, I'm saying if I say that. It's embarrassing. It's unheard of to see that a Nigerian team at age grade level will be defeated 4-0. How? How did we get there? It was so difficult for me to read on the news because I thought like one soon, as at the second minute, Abdullah, we had conceded. 23rd, another one. 53rd, another one. It just kept going and kept going. See, if we were in a serious climb, so many people should have tendered their resignation letter today. At times, it's just you accepting responsibility, sure. Not that everything it's yours. Abdullah, the problem is just quite simple. See, we've passed the era. I'm sorry. These are coaches that in a normal press conference, they are very friendly. I don't think anyone has ever offended me or has been, not professional while we tried to interview them or take them on. But I'm sorry. We've passed the era of Imama Makpakabo, Garuba Mamu, Induka Ogbade, Aliu Zubeiru. I mean, our national teams when it comes to age grade level. Even you have to bring out people who deal with these young guys every day.
Scouting them out.
Go to beyond limits down there and see how these people get those players. They know that they want to make money, that these players will be sold out of the country. So if you are their brother or you are their sister, you're telling them that my son can play football, the moment you take your son there, they will tell you that this one will not bring money. This one cannot play football. Don't worry, let him stay with you at home. Those are the people that you give the job to go look for players. You have your scouting programs in all geopolitical zones of the country, and it's not just going to be one day. You give people who don't even have money who are going to take night bus or climb a lorry or a trailer to come to the
Okay.
to come to the training.
But let's remind our viewer that it is still Capital Sports, and we're looking at some of the issues that are out there bothering us as sports lovers and sports enthusiasts, particularly talking about football. Well, when we go on we'll go on a short break now. When we return, we'll be allowing you to come, be part of the conversation, by calling the phone lines. Bade is still here and he's still firing from all cylinders. Bade, but temper justice with mercy.
Okay.
You understand? So let's take this break. When we return, we'll allow you to talk to us too.
Life is full of stress. But with InDrive, you can set a price for your ride. Choose a top-rated driver and fill your life with gladness and serenity during the ride. InDrive, choose a fair price for your ride. Because life is more than daily stress.
Thank you for being there. Now it is still Capital Sports on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Yes, my guest and my brother Bade is still here. Bade, but we have other issues to talk about before the end of this program. But quickly, what's the way forward? In just 10 seconds, if you can help us.
The way forward is for, number one, let there be, let people know this job, let them handle football in this country. Because at times people should know that their appointments and all those things that they put their signature to, they are messing things up for all of us. Put young coaches who in the past 5-10 years, what they've just done alone is to work with young chaps from 12 to 20 years. And of course, we must have like an under 15, under 16, under 17, under 18, under 19, and under 20 teams. Not every day you're going to do MRI scan. You should have the database and everything. And of course, bring these young and hungry coaches. Let them handle our teams. Do we have the talent? No country in Africa has the talent we have in Nigeria. So, it's not the best of Nigeria that represented us.
All right. pundit Bade has said it. We have the talent, but what is required is just the right administration and also putting round pegs in round holes in scouting and bringing the best legs forward so that whenever they represent us, they will play their best and all of us will have something to cheer and also be happy over. Don't forget, you can call us and be part of the program. The number to call will be displayed on the screen for you to be part of the conversation. So far, the Super Eagles on our under 20 team, some of the issues we've raised, and you can call and talk on any of them. Quickly moving forward, buddy, let's come back home. MPFL. This one, the street because and I know you know what I'm talking about. 7 matches.
Nasarawa United are on top.
Oh well, last season by this time I know it wasn't the
Well,
same story,
yes.
and this season that's football for you, that's sports for you.
Yeah.
So I was in Lafia a couple of their home matches, and I saw how determined and how good the team, this season have pledged to redeem their name, better than what they did last season. 7 matches, and they are 16 points leading the table ahead of teams like Aimba, Kano Pillars, Enugu Rangers, Abia Warriors, Remo Stars. I think this is fantastic.
Abdullah, even the leaders in England, talking about Arsenal and Nasarawa United, they've got the same start.
Okay.
Yes, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss.
Wow.
So you should be proud of Nasarawa United. And I think it's huge. They might be the Leicester of, this season because, they survived relegation last season. And this season, they're on top. And in the Nigerian league, they just need to put up this type of performance again and double their tally. Then we can say, okay, you're close to being saved from being relegated. But that's huge. 7 games and only 1 loss for a team like Nasarawa United. They didn't sign all the stars in Nigeria.
Sure.
They just went back to the drawing board and did the right thing. 4 years ago, things were bad for them, from, having a player collapse on the pitch and he was gone from bad pitches, being, sent out of Nasarawa to go play somewhere else before the place became, everywhere. All teams that were now being banished to come and play. I want to believe the state government and the ministry, handling sports in the state, were intentional about that, and that is the reward we're
Okay,
seeing.
but sorry,
So,
let me interject. We have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, quickly, your name and where you're calling us from. This Capital Sports on NT Channel 5, Abuja. From where?
Oshobo.
Oh, how is Oshogbo today? Thank you for joining us. All right, quickly, what do you have to tell us, sir? Okay. Okay, let me ask you, sir, but I'm not making a case for anybody. What do you have to say concerning the fact that you can't win all the matches? You win some, you. Okay, sir. Okay, planning. I think let me go with planning. Yes. 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 Eric Sher. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please have a very pleasant day at Showbo there. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. All right, this is one of the passionate, football followers, and his feelings, I think, is not different
Well
from
justified.
multitude or millions of Nigerians who follow this round later game. But
Nigerians are fuming and they don't just want to hear anything from the Super Eagles, and the Flying Eagles have just compounded matters.
okay, another call on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, quickly, your name and where you're calling us from, please. Okay, thank you for joining us. I hope Marktown is fine today. Okay, okay. Okay. All right. So you are saying that we have young Guardiolas, young Artetas, at the grassroots that we need to discover more. So I think you should also do more to have media, presence so that the world and Nigerians will get to know that there is one, local Guardiola in Makurdi or in Lafia that should also be given opportunity. All right. Thank, thank you. I mean, thank you. We appreciate you, calling on the program. All right. Buddy, you have supporters.
Once you take a team out of this country, you cannot beat teams 7-0, 8-0. Just know that the team will go nowhere. In our DNA, we beat teams we score goals with reckless abandon. Once you are winning 1-0, 2-0, just know that the team is going nowhere. Our age grade teams are not wired not to, massacre people. I mean, in the football way.
All right. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, we lose our okay quickly, but I think this one should not make us lament. Or now 17, the Flamingos. This ones somehow they represent us very well. I think we should be able to
Yeah, it's although it's still a disaster one day, waiting to happen.
okay.
It's because we've got so many countries in Africa are still far away from us when it comes to women's football.
Sorry, buddy. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Your name, sir. Where you are calling us from? Akure. Okay. Your name, sir. Okay, sir. All right. Quickly, please. What do you have to tell us? Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we are with you. Go on. Go on. Hello. Hello. Yes. Yes. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. All right. Well, it's arguable what you are saying because those that are putting those guys out there will tell you that they also merited it to be there. But I don't want us to argue over that. We'll still look into that. And we hope that the administrators are also listening and watching to hear what Nigerians are saying over some of the selection, issues we've had over time. We want to thank you for calling on the program. I think our time is beginning to give us signal. Thank you for calling and be part of the program for today. All right. Well, buddy.
We're talking about the Flamingos. We're
Yes.
wishing them all the best. This time, the World Cup, for the under 17 girls is in Nigeria. I'm sorry, in Africa, and we're going to have it in Morocco. They've got friendlies coming up against New Zealand and Paraguay. We expect them to do well. But the problem has not been them conquering Africa or or defeating teams with unbelievable scorelines. It is conquering the rest of the world. Let's hope maybe this time around they can get the spirit, summon the spirit in the Super Falcons, and we did it in Morocco. They too can do it in Morocco.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much for your analysis, insights, and perspectives on some of the issues we've raised on Capital Sports today. They're not exhaustive. The arguments are still
Yes.
there, and we'll continue to talk about them until we begin to get, desired results on some of our, sports in the country. Well, thank you for your time and company on the program. We appreciate all those that have called and are hoping to see you join us next week on the same program and same station. I remain Abdullah Hajia saying good evening.